All right, guys, inside of every bar chord is all you need to solo. This is playing over the changes. This is improvising. So before we get into it, though, let me know if you're here because you saw my first ever podcast. Number 2 comes out this Wednesday at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. But super stoked to have you here. Okay, look at this chart, point of view. I got a little smaller, but what we're going to do is we're going to do a C major, G major, and A minor bar chord. We're gonna give you a jam track. I'm gonna kind of try to illustrate over a jam track. You get the charts, the jam track linked in the description, okay? I'll link the podcast either. Now, this is a C major bar chord. So I put the triads in blue that live inside of each bar chord. Now we're gonna have a rule. We're gonna stick to the DGB string set. My friend Eddie invented the Eddie box. It's just a red box I would put around that in the charts. So, so we're gonna do C, E, G. Notice how we're on the DGB string set? It's inside of the bar chord. Now, how do we use that for soloing? Tiny musical pillars. Build off of tiny musical pillars and build big musical pillars. So, what if we went bar chord 2, triad, okay? Bar chord 2, triad. Bar chord 2, triad, okay? What if we did little bend on just that major third, just the blue note E right here on the G string on the 9th fret. Okay, that's the major. Watch. Okay, watch this now. Okay, little tiny things like that is where you start building major progress on guitar. Now let's go to the G, next chart. Whoop. Now here's the beauty of this. Same bar chord shape, same triad shape, same string set. G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B, D, okay? Same thing, but maybe we do something, maybe we slide into the root, G, and then do, maybe go, oh, that's a cool one. So what? Triad, bar chord. Again, all you're doing is trying to create more musicality, put moves, put little grooves into your musical catalog. That's all we're trying to do here. Okay. Let's go back to that. Let's do the A minor now. Same string set. Now, I like this because you gotta flap that third to make it a minor chord or a minor triad. So now we've got the root on the G string, on the D string, excuse me, and we're using the G and B string still on the 5th fret, but I do a bar chord in that. So A, C, E. See blue notes, blue, inside bar chord 2, triad, bar chord 2. I love that. That's a cool move right there. Just hit the root on the triad and do that little double stop bend. Okay, again, you're just playing with ideas, okay? Let's just go into the jam track really quick. You have this jam track with minus my guitar part, but you'll see I start real simple and then I kind of start improvising off of that, and then I'll kind of give you my frame of mind, and then I want you to grab the ebook linked below with these charts, and I want you to grab the jam track, bass and drums for yourself. Okay, here we go. So you kind of saw what I did there. I started off pretty simple, and then I spruced it up a little bit, and I went a little outside of the triads, and that's where you're kind of trying to progress to. So that very first thing I did in the C triad, I just went to that, just kind of hung on that third. Just take one note, let it ride the whole bar, okay? Okay? Now another thing, one more thing I want to point out, and we'll get you on your way, this doesn't need to be long, is I always want you to be aware of what's around where you are, okay? So now we know the bar chord, the triads inside the bar chord, okay? But one thing I did do, just to show you, I know right here I have the C major scale at my access, okay? This is a pattern, okay? Same one on the G major scale when I go to the G. And then A minor, I had the A minor pentatonic, first position, okay? You guys know this. This is like the first one we all learned forever. So what I did is I used that triad. Then I did this one cool move. You could try this if you want. It's kind of fun. It's pretty advanced, but I think you'll get it. I'm not even that great at it yet. Where you, on the E and A strings, you do the triad. You do C, E, G. So you see that? C, E, G. Kind of just on the E string, C, E, G. Then what I did is I shifted up and I went into that triad inside the bar chord. Again, tiny little pillars you connect together. Keep building your musical castle. Kingdom, whatever you want to call it, system. So I went, I did that C, E, G, C, E, G, and then I went, I did it on G, over the chord progression. So I still stayed true to the triad, I just spruced it up. Then in the A, I did some little licks out of the A minor pentatonic that is there, but I kept coming back to that triad as home. So, see, that's where you start really advancing musically, okay? And here's the thing. Don't get stuck doing the same thing over and over. Keep building your tiny musical pillars. Keep falling down. Keep failing. There's really no failure. Listen, we're always really going to kind of be beginners on guitar, unless you want to just stop playing the same 4 chords your whole life. And if that is fun for you, makes you happy, more power to you. Okay, grab the charts. Grab the ebook. Drop me a comment. I always respond to everybody, as many as I can. I can't believe how many of you were like wanting to share on that first podcast. So somewhere over here will be a link to that. I'm gonna put a link to the Triads playlist. Check out that tiny music pillar video I did. And this Wednesday, 9 a.m., podcast number 2. Let's have some fun. You guys show up. You guys are amazing. Drop jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. Don't stop, because only you can stop you, and you're not gonna stop, are you? All right, see you in the next video. Peace.